Hello everyone and welcome to the video. My name is Greg and I'll be walking you through how to set up your Vicon VUE video camera. Start by taking the VUE out of the box. Now before we get into any of the hardware settings, I'd like to go over the three different settings you have on the lens. The first one here is your focal distance. This allows you to change from a 6.5 to a 15.5 millimeter lens. The center one here is your aperture. And the last one is your focus. Now, in order to connect this to your system, you take a standard Cat5 cable and plug it into the side of your VUE. This goes into the PoE of your system. Next, you have the cable from the PoE that goes into the back of the network card of your computer. This will allow you to connect to your system. Lastly, for every VUE you have in your system, you have to take a standard Cat5 cable from the PoE to another network port on your computer. After that, you finish the hardware setup and are ready to move on to the software. Thanks. Hello again, and now that you've finished your hardware setup for your VUE, I'm going to take you through the software side, so let's get started. Now that we finished the hardware connections, there's a few more configurations that we have to finish inside the computer. Before we get into Shōgun Live, I'd like us to open the Network and Sharing Center so we can set the IP address for the VUE. Now, you can see here that I have a Vicon MX. That's the system that we're connected to. And then I have another one here called Local Area Connection 5. This one is my VUE camera. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go to Properties. And I'm going to go to the IPv4 settings. Currently, and at default, it's set to obtain an IP address automatically. This is what we need to set, just like how we set our system IP address. So I'm going to change this to 192.168.10.2. Hit tab and it'll automatically fill my subnet masks. Now if you have 2 or 3 views, just add from 1, so .2, .3, .4, etc. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Click OK here, close that. Now if you want, you can change the name for this in change adapter settings. Here, rename, and I will name this VUE 10.2. Okay? Now we're ready to go into Shōgun Live and calibrate the VUE into our system. So we just give a minute for the system to connect to the cameras. Now, we can see here that it's connected to the cameras and that it recognizes that a VUE has come into the system. Currently, we don't see anything in the VUE here. So, there's a few things to check in order to be able to see the video. When it comes in, you'll see this stream IP address is set to default. Now, whatever you change the IP address to is what you want to change it here. So we changed it to 10.2, and that's what we're going to do. As soon as I do that, you see that the video stream from the VUE comes into here. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and calibrate this into our system. So let's select all the cameras. Then we're going to hit Start Masking All. You can see the VUE automatically switches to a black mode. I'm going to click Stop because I've finished all my masks. And now, with the wand here, I'm going to go ahead and calibrate the VUE. Okay, it looks like the calibration went well. And now, just like you would when calibrating the cameras, I'm going to set the origin. can go ahead and take a look at the 3D scene now. And I'll select the view, camera, and I can see now that I have the markers highlighted here. And that's it. If I created this as an object, you would see the sticks from the object overlaid on top of that here. And that's the same with your subjects as well. And it's as easy as that. Thanks for watching the video.